one of the more interesting questions you can ask yourself is, if it hurts me, why do I keep doing it? There's so many answers. It's so complicated. You could sit for decades talking to a therapist about it, and there'd still be more answers. I think a lot of it is learned behavior, stuff you see in your family, stuff that you think is normal. A lot of it is trauma response. So we use drugs, alcohol, behavior patterns, other people to distract us from pain. And a lot of it is just social obligation as well. For me, drinking was so tied up in what I thought was expected of me from my friends, my family, and just everyone around me. But in the end, I have to take responsibility for the fact that I am the one that presented myself that way. No one held a gun to my head and made me drink for 20 years. I chose to do that. There were a lot of good reasons that I chose to do that, and very valid reasons, and reasons that you watching this video probably identify with. Whether you grew up in an alcoholic household, whether you just fell in with the crowd that really loved drinking and drugs and partying, and that's how you formed your identity, and that's how you got friends and how you felt cool. Whether you were susceptible to all the brainwashing that our generations were, like every TV show, movie, everything, every book, every scenario, what we saw was influencing us to use drinking and drugs. But my whole identity was so strongly tied up in alcohol and partying. And that was my identity. And that's why it was so addictive to me, because my friends therefore knew who I was and I knew who my friends were. And there was never any debate about what we could do and what we could talk about, because you can always feel that connection if you're drinking together. You would cover all of the conversation topics. You would go out, you would stay in, no matter the occasion or the night, the day of the week, the event, the state of your mental health. There's always alcohol. And over the years, you just start to feel like alcohol really is your bestie. Alcohol is your best friend, and alcohol is always there for you, and it understands you, and you understand it. And you do. But it starts off being fun, and then it's fun with problems, and then it's just problems. And in the lifespan of addiction, I started to go from the middle, where it was fun with problems, to just problems. And every time I would drink, I would feel worse and not better than I did before. So if you're entering that mindset and that state of your drinking journey, then you are definitely not alone. Thank you for being here in the sober community. Thank you for being sober curious. Like, you are doing yourself the best service that you could ever do, because trust me, like I say in all my videos, I never thought this could be me. Not in a million years. I was not supposed to be the sober one. If anyone had picked, like, oh, who from the 20s, or who's the person on Facebook that's most likely to get sober, like, I would not have been the pick, dog. Like, it ain't me. But I realized, like, I actually have a choice. It just occurred to me one day. I don't have to do this anymore. No one is making me do this. And my friends might expect it of me, but that's because I always sold it to them that way. I'm the captain of the ship, and I'm the only one that can control what goes into my mouth and my drinks and the smoking and the exercise and the food. It's all up to you. So welcome to the sober space. If it's you, you've been sober for a while now, please drop your sober dates below if you're still watching this video. I hope that my content helps you in some way, and I love to share with you guys, because I don't attend AA, and I don't really think people want to hear me talk about how fun it is being sober when they're just still drinking alcohol. So yeah, I'm still friends with all those friends that I partied with for a million years. The friendships shift and change, but they stay the same if they are good friendships. And this space is about finding the healthiest way to live out our days without alcohol, and to share our stories to help other people in that process. So happy Sober Thursday, guys. It's almost the weekend, which means nothing to a sober person. That's right, Friday is just another day. Love it.